She left me for another man, got engaged. Now she's back saying I'm her soulmate. I've been on and off with this girl since college, roughly 8 years. She's now 28, and I'm going to be a 30-year-old man. Regardless of the status/technicality of our relationship, we have always been inseparable and best friends with amazing fun. We still crave each other after 8 years. Even though it's been so long, we still feel like teenagers when we are together. About 5 years ago, we decided to move to Dublin, Ireland for her to attend a graduate program. Long story short, I left my job and ran out of money within 5 months and was not able to get a visa. I also had a medical issue that needed to be attended to and could not get it checked out due to a non-visa status. I returned home and I broke up with her about 8 weeks later. To me, we just seemed to be in two completely different phases in our lives, and I thought once she came back we would rekindle things. So anyway, I moved to Boston and she stayed in Ireland to finish her master's. She came home from time to time, and despite being broken up, we still hooked up numerous times. It got to the point where I was ready to commit. I did everything I could to make her happy and convince her to stay instead of returning to Ireland for a new job upon her graduation. She said no. I then told her it's over and deleted her from everything. Fast forward 5 months and she's crying on my front steps. She told me she made a mistake and was back for good. After a long conversation, I said the only way this could potentially work, because I was still in love with her, was that she moved down the street from me and get a job in Boston. She did both within a month. I come to find out that she was engaged and had broken it off for me when we rekindled things. We were together for 2 years, traveled everywhere, and had the time of our lives. I took her on surprise vacations and did everything I possibly could for her. My biggest mistake was taking her for granted, and I promised to never do that again, so I showered her with love. Early last year, we were about to get a place together, but it was too expensive and we decided to wait. I didn't think it was that big of a deal because she slept at my house 4 nights a week. Anyway, and there were no signs of issues. In August of last year, I took a trip up to Maine to see my family. She was supposed to come up and stay for a few days, but said she had to fly to South Carolina because her mom was sick. While her communication became spotty, she said she got chickenpox, never had them as a kid, and that was the reason she couldn't come back for a couple of months. She could always do remote work as well, so I believed her. She returned on Halloween weekend, and we had an amazing time together, and I was so happy to see her. Then, she disappeared, and the communication which I thought would improve didn't. I went to her house down the street to confront her on this nonsense, and come to find out, she didn't live there anymore. She claimed she had to move home 2 hours away from me because now her dad was sick and her student loans kicked in and she couldn't afford where she lived, and saw it as a good opportunity to help her dad. The reason she didn't tell me was that she was embarrassed and worried that I wouldn't understand. I was obviously floored, but was understanding eventually and just wanted her family to be well. Every time I asked to come see her, there was an excuse, and I knew something was up. I started doing research. I wouldn't believe what I found.